Hey friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina, I am your host, and I am thrilled to be here with you today to go over a brand new infant seat available from Maxi Cosi. This is going to be the Maxi Cosi Peri 180 infant car seat, which has rotation. So very exciting. We'll go over some of the fabulous features, but let's start with the basics. This is going to be an infant seat that you're able to use for your child from 4 pounds through to 30 pounds and under 32 inches tall. So an awesome choice if you wanted an infant seat to come home from the hospital. This is the type of seat that you could definitely use for that. So we love that. Additionally, the seat is going to be a little bit more stylish than other Maxi Cosi seats have been in the past. So I've sold this brand for a really long time. I think they've done a nice job here with the leatherette handle and also the aluminum armbar here for carrying. That is nicer versus the plastic bar that they've had forever. I almost feel like this is taking some styling tips from an old collection they had with Rachel Zoe. That shows how old I am. But you have the piping, which is really cool. And this product is going to be available in 2 different colors. So the color you see here is called Desert Wonder. They're also going to do a black version of this seat. It's mostly black and gray, and that is called Onyx. So we are excited for that. Price point. Price point on this seat is going to be $450. Now, that definitely sounds high, but when you consider what the seat offers and what it does, it's actually a very strong value for its price point. So let's get into what some of those features are. I weighed this seat. It weighs with the infant inserts in it just a hair over 9 pounds. So my suspicion is that when we take these extra pieces of padding out as the child gets larger, the seat will decrease in weight. So probably true weight more like around 8.5 pounds. Another fab feature of this seat is going to be the material itself. So they are utilizing the pure cozy material, which has no additional flame retardants put onto it. But if you feel the material, it's one of the nicest textiles. Any of the pure cozy stuff I definitely think is incredibly nice in terms of the quality of it and the way it feels on your skin. So, and the no chemicals is great. So we definitely love that. If you look on the side of the seat, another really nice feature you're gonna notice is that there is ventilation. So there are holes and perforations on the side of the seat plastic. That is to enable air to come in and for the child to not be super hot when they're riding in the seat. Something else that was kind of intriguing about this one is that they have their own drop-down sunshade. So this is a seat piece that has the little magnets that go on the side, and then you have a magnetic piece for the mesh. Now, candidly, it's not as taut as I would prefer. This might be a function more of me not having this set up totally perfectly, but it is nice that you do get that full sun coverage. So if it's a very sunny day and you want that full sun coverage, you're gonna go ahead and be able to do that. Infants and children get the most sun damage the first 2 years of their life. So anytime you can put them in a strong sunshade, we would encourage you to do so. Canopy here, of course, is fully retractable. And then getting into the seat itself, another nice feature of the seat is going to be that it has a no rethread harness. So when I push on the piece to loosen the straps here, as I pull on the top, I'm going to be able to get, let me pull this out really briefly. I'm going to be able to get multiple different levels without rethreading the seat physically. Another nice feature of the seat is that it does have an adjustable crotch buckle, which you'll see down here. There are 2 positions, so you have that opportunity to move this out as your child gets larger and as we remove these pillows. So that's really fabulous. All right, so all of that sounds pretty standard. Nice looking seat, low chemicals, does a lot of cool things. You know, aluminum handle, no rethread harness. Let's talk about the justification for the price point. So this is going to be their base. I have cheated and I've got this base somewhat set up to go into a car with lower anchor installation, which is how I'm going to show it. But what I want to do is go ahead and set it up in this demonstration seat here. Let me take this headrest off to make sure no one gets confused. This is a vehicle seat that was provided for me by NUNA, so I do appreciate them allowing me to even show demonstrations on it. But again, this is a Maxi Cosi car seat. The Peri, this is going to be the base. This right here is their load leg. So let's open that up. Looks like that. You of course can install it with the load leg tucked underneath or being utilized. I would always encourage using it if you can, because it will add in the stability of the seat. When you set the seat up, if you'll notice this piece here, this is all the rotational piece. So you squeeze here to rotate, this will turn, and now we have our setup for installation. So I'm gonna go ahead and install my lower anchors. What's important about this piece is if you notice on the base here, we have little gray buttons. And again, this is not to substitute for the installation method shown in the book. This is just to show you sort of the idea of how this is gonna work in a car. But you'll go ahead and you'll lock the lower anchors in properly in the correct orientation with the upside up. You just wanna make sure that they hit over those little gray buttons, because when you tighten the seat, what you're hoping for is to get these red pieces to turn to green. So we're fully in, we're green in both windows, and now I'm just gonna have this sit perpendicular, not way too far out, but perpendicular, and have it drop down. There's a button on there, and you'll pull it to drop it down so it makes contact. Now that this is in, I'm gonna go ahead and let's move this underneath so it's out of the way. Get that rotation going. I'm actually gonna rotate the seat toward you, the viewer, and then this is what's really cool. The seat might be called 180, but it actually rotates a little bit further than 180 degrees. So it'll drop in, and as you can see when we rotate it, I have to move this seat out of the way, but you do get not fully forward, but at least turned, not just directly door facing. So this is something that's really special about this seat. Oh, there's also recline on the back. There's a level, line level indicator on it. So you do have 5 different recline positions. You're gonna wanna make sure it's level for a newborn, which is what the line on the side says. If it's not, you can put a towel underneath the bottom, rolled up. It's in the book. But the point of all of this that's really unique about this seat, yes, it spins, but the release mechanism to take this off the base, on 99.9% of infant seats, it's gonna be back here. So I was looking on the back of the seat here for some type of squeeze handle to be able to take this off. It's on the front of the seat. This makes much more sense if the seat is a rotating infant seat and intended to be taken in and out of the car. The reason why I say that, and we'll get into it when we compare it, I'm actually gonna spin it this way because it's easier for me to put it in until I get used to it a little bit better. But it will lock in if facing the door. The thing about that release being on the front is that if you're turning the seat and you're standing here, the last thing you want to do after you open your door is have to reach in around behind the seat to get it to come out. So having that release mechanism be door facing on the seat is a really cool feature. So, you know, there's a lot of expensive car seats out right now. I think this one for $450 with the types of material, the utility, the rotation, the handle, parent facing toward the door, it's just an incredible value. So if you are looking for a rotational infant seat, this could be a really good option for you. If you have questions or you have comments, please feel free to leave them in our comment section below. Please feel free to hit like or subscribe. If you want to buy the seat, head over to my website, destinationbabykids.com. You can buy it there. Also, if you want to share the video with someone, sharing is caring. We appreciate every view, every viewer. And maybe check out our review comparing this to the Cybex Aton G Swivel, which is currently another swiveling infant seat that you could compare it to. Similar price point too. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.